Sports Talk Show. Welcome back. I am Josh Bennett. This is Braden Ames, and we're here for your next segment of this wonderful show we got for you today.
It's pretty good stuff. So last time we talked a little bit about a giveaway that we were going to be doing. Made a few videos of those giveaways. We had a good turnout. Quite a few people came, gave us their brackets, and we ended up posting a video of our winner at the Utah Jazz game. We were able to go to the Utah Jazz versus LA Clippers game, which turned out to be really good. Our winner, Brad, he really enjoyed it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was a good game, and we just want to let you know that we're going to be doing lots of giveaways like this. And if that means you get to go to a basketball game of your choice, wherever you live, that we will provide those tickets for you. So keep listening in for those next giveaways that we have for you. So because he won that NCAA tournament bracket, we wanted to start off the show with more about the NCAA.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff happened there.
My bracket looks like you lit a trash can on fire and let it there. My bracket turned out to be awful. Who knows, right? It was bad. But we do want to talk about standouts that were played in the tournament and out throughout the year that have the potential to be big in the NBA, and if that is possible for them to be the next, whoever, the next LeBron, the next KD, next Steph, whatever. Who do you see in there that may have a potential to be quote unquote great?
Yeah. So the one that really sticks out to me is Marvin Bagley. Incredible basketball player. I just think he already has the NBA mentality, if that makes any sense. I feel like he's prepared himself mentally, physically to compete in the NBA. And so that's who sticks out to me as far as watching the tournament as well as throughout all the season. Definitely Marvin Bagley for me.
Yeah, no, I like Marvin Bagley. And I just like watching him play. He seemed just very, what's the word I'm looking for? Just, he knows, comfortable. Mm-hmm. He's not stressed out in big moments. And, he played very well for Duke. He's a monster on the boards and down low. And, I'm excited for his NBA career.
Yeah.
I think he'll go very early in the draft. A couple other people that stood out. Freshman phenom, right? Trae Young did not perform well in the tournament. I don't think anyone really predicted them to go far in the tournament, but it's still fun to say freshman phenom, right? Trae Young.
Goodness.
He'll get drafted. He top 15. He'll go.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go in the draft for sure.
See, it'll be interesting as far as his scenario goes. Because the style of play, obviously you've heard this throughout it, but his style of play is a lot like Steph Curry. And I feel like his entrance into the NBA is also going to be a lot like Steph Curry. People questioned, is he really going to be good in the NBA? He was smaller. He was, he was a great shooter. They knew that, right? But he was a small point guard, right, from Davidson. I feel like a lot of people might be looking at him like that. And it's just going to be interesting to see if he can come out swinging like Steph Curry did. Or if he's under the wrong management, under the wrong coaching staff, if maybe he doesn't succeed like Steph Curry did. Maybe those expectations don't fall into place like they did with Steph Curry.
Yeah, no, it's very true. A couple other guys that we thought of. DeAndre Ayton, another disappointing team run. That was unbelievable. Arizona,
I had them going to the Final Four.
I did too. Arizona's my Final Four. What I thought it was awesome, right? It made it fun for the month of March.
Mm-hmm.
But as for DeAndre Ayton, looking for him to have a very top pick in the draft.
Possible
number one, yes. His size is big. He's dominant. He really is. I don't think he really necessarily... He showed that throughout the year, his greatness. Not necessarily in the game that they lost. But throughout the year, he showed moments of why he should be the number one pick. But in that game that they lost, I don't think so.
Yeah, absolutely. Another standout. You're thinking maybe a little later in the draft here, but another Duke star, Grayson Allen, right? He's played a lot of a lot of basketball for Duke. I feel like he's been there for ages, but he showed his leadership this year, and I think that's where teams might find a little bit favoring him, right? I personally wouldn't pick him high in the draft. I don't think he's that great of a player, nor do I necessarily agree with some of his morals and some of his his personality, attributes, all that stuff. But it's talk, his leadership that he had in Duke, would it transfer over into the NBA?
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add on that.
We're not very fond of
I
Grayson
don't really
Allen.
care for Grayson Allen. I really don't. But I mean, he does. I mean, even if it's a mid-second round pick, I mean, maybe try it. Send him down to the D League and work out there and see if he can come up. I don't know. But I guess the people that I guess we can talk about, in the championship game, Mikal Bridges and Mo Wagner. I mean, 2 stars from both teams. How are they gonna fare in the NBA draft? Is Mo Wagner going? Is he gonna stay his last year, senior year?
Interesting.
But it will be interesting as far as Mikal Bridges goes. I mean, he's going to the NBA.
Oh yeah.
A very, very good player. Depending again what team he gets picked on decides how much playing time. It's kind of funny. Last year's draft, you looked at guys like Jason Tatum getting drafted, and it's like, all right, how's he gonna do? And all of a sudden, Celtics, pick up Kyrie Irving, pick up Gordon Hayward, and you're like, oh well, Jason Tatum might not get that much playing time. Well, down goes Gordon Hayward, down goes Kyrie, and here's Jason Tatum leading the team. So any of these guys can really, may have to step in big shoes. Donovan Mitchell for the Utah Jazz, lose Gordon Hayward. Donovan Mitchell, potential rookie of the year, has big shoes to fill. So any of these guys could come in and play good.
It'll be interesting. I'm excited to see. They start somewhere. These stars start somewhere, and it starts from college, right? So it'll be interesting to see these college players come into the NBA, see how well they do.
For sure. All right, NBA time.
Yeah. Playoff
time.
Okay, it's getting really, really close. Within a few games, NBA is coming up. We've had a lot of discussions of what we think is going to happen, and the hard part about it is we don't know as far as the West goes. East, we have a little bit more comfortability, but the big issue, I think, that goes with both sides here is injuries. Will some of the injuries impact how the teams will play in the playoffs, right? Yeah. Some of their stars that are gone. There's so many different aspects, and we'll get into those as soon as we get back. So hang in there.